This is Smallsy Surgery.
Welcome along to the Singapore night race. Here we go then, and what an amazing sight it looks. It is the Singapore Grand Prix. We are back on the streets of Singapore around this Marina Bay circuit.
Everybody's different, but the best ones can step up. I'm Guenther Steiner. I'm the team principal of Haas F1 team.
Here we go.
Guenther, pleasure to speak to you. Good to see you race weekend. How are we feeling in Singapore?
At the moment, we feel always a little bit vulnerable because we are not at our strongest point in the moment. So, but Singapore should be a little bit better than Monza because the track maybe suits the car better. And also there are changes to the track this year. They took 4 turns out, and where the rear tires were stressed a lot in the end of the lap. So, a prediction difficult to make this year on all the racetracks because you never know who is strong and who is not so strong.
Absolutely. Can I give you a confession? You are my favourite team principal that exists in the Grand Prix. Don't tell Christian Horner because he may try and kill me, but you are my favourite, sir.
Thank you very much. That's good to hear. And even if I tell Christian, I don't think he's going to kill you.
Hey, I don't know. You've been involved with the sport for so many years. How much has your life changed since that Netflix show, Drive to Survive? Because prior to that, you were not a celebrity, and now, anytime you walk the paddock, people want photos with you more than your drivers.
Yeah, it has changed quite a bit, and to get anywhere, it takes always a lot longer these days. But it comes, it's somehow good that people, which like the sport, have got people to identify with, and I didn't change. I mean, I take my time with the fans. Obviously, you cannot do all of them because it would be just too demanding. But I try to do as much as possible. If they want a picture, take a picture. If they want an autograph, then autograph. But no, it has changed quite a bit. I need to plan every trip a lot better.
What is your obviously Singapore's this weekend. It's very humid there. Drivers have said, I've been reading articles leading. Drivers say this is probably the toughest weekend for them physically on their bodies. Do you have a favourite track that you like to visit? Is there one race in particular that you always get excited about when it comes around?
Yeah, I mean, I'm not saying that because you're in Australia. I like Australia, and you can go back and see that in other interviews because Melbourne is just a nice place. And I would say a few years ago, it was always the first race as well. And, the hopes are high. Everything is fresh. You're not tired already. But in general, going there is nice. Melbourne is a nice city. The racetrack is a proper racetrack, but in the middle of the city, which is cool as well. Australians embrace the sport. They love it, and that's always good to see if you've got fans which really know what they are watching, and also embrace the sport. Just like it, and therefore I think most of the teams quite like to go to Australia. But I always say Australia is my favorite event.
Lovely. Some car-related questions. How is the car shaping up for this weekend? I thought I saw something that you might have done you might be tinkering over the last couple of weeks since Monza. Was that right?
No, we are tinkering, yeah, but we're getting an upgrade ready for Austin. This week, the car is the same as it was in Monza because we fell a little bit behind the other cars. But we try to get out of that hole. We make a big upgrade for Austin. More than for Austin, it is in view of 24 that we are back where we want to be because we have to make such a big change. So we need to test a little bit before, and the easiest testing is going to take the thing to a race.
Yeah, no, tell me, you've been involved, obviously you've done it for so many years. It's competitive every year. Are some seasons tougher than others? Are you able just to understand the process and push through, or do sometimes just, not getting points on the board get you down a little bit?
A long answer here. I think the sport has got more and more competitive over the years. It's very competitive this year. There is no weak team out there anymore. Everybody's fighting for every little bit. So you're in the middle of this, and obviously when you're not doing well, it's like on Monday, you are, I would say, you're a little bit down on yourself because you didn't bring home any points and you're struggling. But then again, every challenge is an opportunity. It's just like you need to pull your back up, pull the team back up and keep on going and pushing, always knowing that it can be done. I mean, a few people have done it this year with their cars. Williams have done a good job. McLaren has done a good job. They came from nowhere. So it is all possible. You just need to believe in yourself and in your team and just keep on doing it. It's tough sometimes, but it's still a good job to have.
Absolutely. How would you describe your season in one word?
I cannot say that word on radio. It starts with an S, but I cannot say it. I think all Australians know what I want to say.
We know exactly what you want to say. Hey, obviously people love Gene as well. How's Gene? Is he always supportive? I mean, I don't know Gene, but only by what you speak of him, and he seems like a lovely man.
Yeah, no, he's good. He's supportive. He helps us to push now with this upgrade for Austin. He wants to get back where we want to be. And he's not happy where we are. But who is in the team? So no, he's supporting the team. He still loves the sport. Obviously he came in 10 years ago, didn't know how difficult the sport is. And he's finding it out. It's very competitive. It's like nothing else in motorsport, Formula One.
Yeah, absolutely. Now on the pit wall this weekend, what's that? We see you do a cross every now and then on the coverage. What's it like? Is it full of tension? Are you on the mic constantly? And also, is there anything private? Is everything you say on the open radio and anyone can pick it up, or are you able to have private communication and not anyone can listen to actually what you're saying to the team?
Yeah, not everything is public. There is a lot of private channels as well, what you're saying, but it depends a little bit what you're saying up there, where you are. If you're fighting for points, if you're in a big battle, obviously emotions get high, adrenaline gets high, and but if you're in a position where you're fighting for nothing, I stay quite calm. There's no point to waste energy, when there's nothing to be taken. As you said, I do this a long time, so I know when to get excited and when not to. But there is sometimes conversations you guys cannot hear, and it's maybe also better.
Yeah, absolutely. Also, I must touch on Singapore has a great live music, like a roster of acts that are going to be playing around the course, including Robbie Williams, Post Malone, Kings of Leon. Guenther, will you be there in the mosh pit? Will you be there up the front?
No, not normally. When I've got my family with me and there's a concert, I need to go. My daughter is 14 years old, and she wants to go to the concerts. But here, no. And here is also difficult because with the late schedule for us, it's difficult to get it in the concerts. And then going on a concert on your own is not as cool as like your family.
No, absolutely not. Last question. I don't know what you will say, but Max Verstappen, his winning is getting a little bit boring. I'm sure you've seen the TikToks where everyone just masking tapes out his name because it's much more exciting. 2 through 20. Is he stoppable? Is he unstoppable? Is he a once in a lifetime? What's your take?
All good things come to an end. You know that one. So that it will be the same for him. It's just he's doing a fantastic job, and he deserves what he's doing. He's got a very good car. But obviously for the people which watch it from home mainly, it is after a while. It's like, why should I watch this if the winner is already not decided? But it's obvious, because it's not decided. Obvious. I mean, they're doing a good job. The car is reliable as well. So, but it will stop. And I don't think it's far away because other people are catching up. And sooner or later, Max will make a mistake. Up to now, he didn't make one mistake this year, so he did a very good job, as I said before. So, but it will stop at some stage. So keep on watching it; it will come. And if you're watching all the time, you will be with us.
Absolutely. Absolutely, every weekend. One last question, and I'll let you go. This is just to rile up the other team principals and set the cat amongst the pigeons. Do you think Toto overpaid for Lewis Hamilton?
I don't know exactly how much he paid, but I don't know. He must have a value. I don't know the value of Lewis because I don't think Toto would get upset more. Lewis would get upset if I say he's overpaid. Toto is just like I did it. I cannot change it anymore. But Lewis would say, "Oh, I'm worth for sure more than I was paid."
Absolutely.
So I'm not commenting on it.
Very, very well played. So hey, honestly, I love you in Drive to Survive. Best of luck for the points this weekend. And hopefully I'll see you at the Melbourne Grand Prix on the pit wall. I would love to do it with Team Haas.
Yeah, come by.
Lovely.
You're welcome.
Thank you very much for your time. Have a great night.
Thank you. Thanks for having me.
Thank you.
Smallsy Surgery
is a Nova podcast. For more great shows like this, head to novapodcast.com.au.